Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Dark Souls action. We left off at the Skeleton Lord's boss room. I'm not too sure if I'm strong enough at the moment to do this with ease, so let's see what happens. I'd already died here once before I started recording. I thought I was gonna do some post commentary, but then I was like, nah, let me just try, see how it goes. I wasn't really commentating much, and then of course I decided screw post commentary, let us do some live commentary. Then I suicided. So yeah, life isn't so great with the Skeleton Kings at the moment. Oh, let's try rebuff our weapon. That's not who I want. There we go. Now what we want to do is try take out these guys as fast as possible. The small little minions, wherever they're gonna spawn from, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I need to get out. Need to get out! Okay. At least we've marked which skeleton load we're going for now. Let's just heal up to full. I always want to keep myself to full because I don't have much poise, so any stagger would kill me right now. Okay, let's see what this one spawns. More skeletons. These ones should be easier to deal with because they have no armor. Okay. Let us rebuff one. Nope, not actually. Let's not do that. Now we may rebuff the weapon one last time. These should be the bone wolf skeletons. This is when you really have to be careful because they can easily stun lock you. Easy stun locks. Oh my. Okay, I need to get back and heal. I'm not taking any chances with this one. Okay, always try keep them spread out. And you should be safe. And that's pretty much the Skeleton Lord King boss fight in a nutshell. Should be free to proceed now. I forgot which area is next after this. So let's check this out. But anyways, I was saying I started playing Final Fantasy. It's out on PC now. I've been having some experiences with the game. So far, I haven't seen anything that has amazed me or like given me incentive to give it a lot of credit. But on the flip side as well, nothing has dissuaded me from playing the game. So I'm gonna try continue uploading some Final Fantasy videos. The nice thing about Final Fantasy is that It's a game in which you can do a lot of farming and grinding and leveling up off camera, and then I can do a few videos here and there on camera just to capture the actual main points of the story. And I started preloading the Evil Within, so expect some Evil Within footage next week. I'll start off, of course, with the first impressions video. And with the first impressions, Harvest Valley. Let's sit on the bonfire and then we go continue. As I was saying, we'll start off with the first impressions video, and then from those first impressions, I will decide on whether I will actually continue recording or not. Let's head over to Majula and level up. So this end of the year really is going to be quite busy in terms of video uploads, because in terms of games that I plan to play before the end of the year actually occurs is Evil Within, Final Fantasy. Of course, I need to finish this Dark Souls playthrough, which is taking some time. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes will be also coming out in December. Got Lords of the Fallen end of this month. And yeah, that's a lot of games. Maybe even Dragon Age, the third one. But I'm not too keen on that because the second one disappointed me greatly. And I still feel that Dragon Age Origins was the best one ever made.
Bearer of the curse. See, lest.
But anyway, that's just my point of view. If people say it's a very good game, then I'll definitely get it. I'm not gonna pass out the opportunity to redeem my faith in that franchise as a whole. Something tells me I've got a better shield which requires more strength, so let us investigate that theory. This one's better. I think I'm gonna need just a few more points in strength.
Bear, seek, lest.
Let's level up just to get to 7 strength, and then we can get that shield. I'm not too sure as to where I'll take my stats, but let's try max out damage at least. That's the main objective right now. Let's go 20-20. Maybe I'll end at 30-30. I'm not too sure. Not well versed with hex builds.
Bear,
Let's see if she has anything else to say.
Lest this. Those who come to Drang Lake seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, or the perhaps.
I've already heard what she has to say, because she has.
Bearer, seek souls.
She has nothing much else to say. Let's see if she has anything.
I knew you. Take these if you want them.
It's quite
Lowly.
the covetous silver serpent ring, for those of you who don't know, makes whoever you kill give you more souls, which is always good. But it's funny how she says that everyone's so stingy around here, and she gives you something to help you find more souls. So you think that's actually a good thing, but then on the flip side, you realize that she's giving you this item that will grant you more souls so that you can return to her to spend those souls and give them to her. So that's some real business logic right there.
I'm glad to see you safe. Take...
To further this guy's quest line, we're gonna have to buy pieces of armor for him. We have a threshold to meet so that he can continue his quest line. So I don't know, when I get some souls, I don't know, I guess I'll get one piece of armor, probably this elite armor set.
Always open for business.
Because it's got good resistances, and even though it's quite heavy, I don't know if I'll be able to move as fast, because I'm under 50% right now, so I'm a bit okay in terms of roll speed. Let's head over to Harvest Valley. Since we have no souls, if we die, we lose nothing. Besides, it's 57, which is not really a problem for me. I feel like I want to equip something. Yes, I think I do. Let's attune spells and let's get the heal back. The reason why I want heal is because we're going to be doing a lot of ranged combat, and I don't think Dark Weapon will be okay. And if we do need a buff, I still have some sticky white stuff.
Are you a traveller? I'm Chloanne, an ore-stone trader. I travel about collecting rare stones, which I sell to make my living. But I don't know. I just sort of ended up here. I must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare bits. Oh, don't look at me like that. Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance, certain stones are used in smithing. Ah, now your ears prick up. I've extras if you can pay. This is my trade, after all.
So Chloanne will be our main source of different stones to upgrade our weapons as the game goes on. And she will give us Dead Again, that's a hex. That will make monsters implode as they die to do additional damage. Solar Peas, I'm not sure what it does. Let's take a read. One of the lost miracles preserved only in the Undead Crypt. Inflicts heavy damage on mindless hollows but has no effect on anything else. The Undead Crypt is a place of rest for the living. Those afflicted by the curse can only pray to one again gain entrance. Dead Again's a hex that casts a dark flame upon corpses, causing them to combust violently. Hexes such as these that tamper with life itself are particularly abhorred. So, I don't know. They're not really all that good. They're only good in terms of PvE and very situationally good. She also has Bonfire Ascetics and Titanite Shards. Her list of items will grow with time, especially when she moves back to Majula.
I came here in search of rare stones, but the place is nothing like I was told. All this poison, and you can't get very far inside. Don't just go haplessly wandering about. These stones may look all the same, but to the trained eye, each is unique. Some of them are used to smith weapons and armor, and some unique stones provide special benefits. Some of them are extremely rare and should be used with great thrift. None of the differences are easily spotted, but I've learned quite a lot, really. Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's funny. I can't seem to remember. I've searched every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again, if we live that long.
And after you...
I suppose it's about time I moved shop.
After you exhausted dialogue, she will go back to Majula. I did promise some ranged combat, so I think I need to equip the binoculars. Nah, let's use the bow instead. Don't have that many arrows with me. That could have been a mistake, but there's nothing else we can do about it. We will encounter our first big threat here. And these guys are really dangerous. I would not advise ever going into the poison and fighting them at such low level as I am right now. And their dark orb does do a lot of damage. And their physical attack is also great, as well as you would expect from such a big beast. Okay. As the first one done, I would suspect that there should be a threat right here. Got a life gem? That's fine. There's a lot of things within this poison mist. What you can do is you can take short runs in. I don't think we have anything that can increase our magic resistance, but we will put this cloud on the ring just to recover our stamina quickly. We'll use these to cure our poison each time we get poisoned, but besides that, let's not waste any other consumables really. Fading Soul, run back out. Oh, they actually dropped a human effigy. That's something we will use later on. Let's try go for this one, seems a bit closer. Another Fading Soul. Let's run out. Let's use this. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Let's wait a bit. For this one, we can drop off here, then make a big circle around up until that path over there. So let's go and jump. Fading Soul and Titanite Shard. Oh, can't run up there. Oh no. Oh, actually, we can just wait here. Even though I didn't want to do it, you can wait for the poison to wear out and then make a dash for that one over there. While that occurs, let's just equip the poison moss just in case. And let's make a dash. Let's go here. Ah, screw it, let's get poisoned. The life gem should counteract the poison for a little bit, but not for too long. And that should be everything in there. Oh, nope. Almost died. Oh my goodness. I don't remember what the situation is up here. Okay. Fragrant branch of fuel. We can actually get pyromancers now with that fragrant branch, which is actually good. Not a mimic. Raw stone. We can use raw stones to augment our weapons to become raw, which increases their base damage a lot, but reduces their scaling. So if you don't meet the stat requirements of a certain, not the stat requirements, but if you do not meet the scaling of the weapon, then you can use this to kind of augment the damage you could potentially have. Let's use some great sword arrows. I have decent dark resist, but we should be able to clear them out easily. I'm getting close to the second bonfire of this particular section. Hexing urns. Hexing urns deal dark damage. They're similar to witching urns, but just a different element. I like the way they introduce these within this game, these different types of consumables in the sense of offensive consumables. Oh no. Oh no. Didn't do that all too well. Let's put on our ring. Try benefit a bit more, slightly bit more. And let's go up this ladder. Not this one, but the next one. Let me hit the switch. And this should give us access to the second bonfire. We can use this. Let's head back to Majula. Now our goal here in Majula is to just get 5 more... What do I need? Just need 5 more life gems for poison.
I knew you'd be back.
Just need 5 more life gems, I think. And then...
Thank you kindly.
let us go and free the pyromancer. I'm scared that if I don't use this fragrant branch of you, I might just actually forget what I got it for and use it somewhere else. We will have some other sections in which we can unpetrify petrified NPCs within the world, and in some cases you might end up using the fragrant branch of yore where you don't actually want to use it. So let's talk to this guy after we retrieve this item.
Have you business with me? The way yonder is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above! Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oh, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you? See that statue? Gives me the willies. Hey.
So the statue he's talking about is right in front of us, but we do have some threats within these rooms. Should be careful not to get poisoned by them. Pick up some Lloyd's talismans. As you can see, these look like they're humanoid creatures that look very, very messed up in cells. And you'd assume Lloyd's talismans, they're for those of you who don't know, All Father Lloyd was one of the founders of the church in Lordran. And he was the uncle of Lord Gwyn, if I haven't forgotten. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, he was one of the founders of the Great Church. And Lloyd's talismans are of his craft. So let's read what this description has to say, and then I'll further explain my point as to these units that are trapped within here. If I can actually find the Lloyd's talisman. My word, I've gone blind. Okay, I'm going row by row. There it is. Talisman used by cleric knights blocks Estus fast recovery within a limited area. It's said that the cleric knights use these talismans to hunt down accursed undead. Cleric knights fight with pride, and by blocking the recovery of the undead, they can also fight with impunity. So the reason why I said this is important, why these talismans were in these cells, and why these creatures look humanoid, is that I believe that these were actually undead that were captured by these cleric knights. workers of the church. So maybe, like I said, they were hunting the undead. They've been hunting their dead for all time, and throughout each parallel universe, there's always been a hunt for the undead. So this could be a cell, a prison area for undead that were hunted and imprisoned, is what I want to say. And we here will free the pyromancer.
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please. I'm fine. No. I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, you're that traveller. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy, so perhaps you could consider this my thanks. I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life, but just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Let's try find any equipment that we can give to her. Let's give her the... will I want the leather armor? Not really. Let's make her look sassy. Just a little bit sassy. Nah, that's all. She can have them. Anything else? She will give us some quartz rings, which will increase our defense. And some burrs that will also boost certain defenses. And she will have our pyromancy. She's got combustion, but we already have combustion. She has fire orb, fireball, iron flesh, flash sweat, and poison mist. Flash sweat will get later on, like towards the end of the game, for a little task we'll do in the iron keep. And we'll try to get fireball and fire orb from her when we actually get the souls to do so.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery. And so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated. Quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing. Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place. I have my very own... When he set out for Drang Lake... Wait!
Now she should go back to Majula, I should assume, so that's bonfire. Let's hold my bone back there and check. If she is there, we should be able to retrieve a pyromancy flame. Or maybe already have one now, I'm not too sure. We can check if she gave us. No, she didn't. I actually don't remember if she's the one who gives us. Nah, she's not here. Anyway. Let's go back to our job. I'll retrieve her when I have some time. Okay. Let's see, what spells do I have? That's fine. Still have our hexing guns too. This is the way back if ever you want to go back and pick up anything you left behind, but our job is within this direction. There are a lot of things within this poison mist, but also there is danger in the sense that there are some holes that are really hard to see. But first, let us try and we could go here first, or we can go here. Let's go here. This is a bit harder to do. Okay, wait, let's do this. There's a chest there. Did he break it? Nope, he did not. Break it, please, break it. Nice. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake. But we can go back there and actually just kill him and then get the things that he has behind him. I forgot what it was, but it should just be a few good things here and there to help us out, which is always good. And then we can retrieve the chest and hopefully not die again. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. There we go. Get a torch. Soul of the Lost Undead. Old Knight Pike, an Old Knight Great Shield, and Radiant Life Gem, Smooth Silky Stones. Like I said, a few things in there. For those who have the stats to actually use the Old Knight Pike or the Great Shield, they can do that. And then I can open up this chest here. Poison Stone and Rotten Pine Resin. Like I said, there are a lot of things to collect down deep in the poison, but I'll do that a bit later. It's quite an annoyance sometimes. You can die a few times, like due to the poison, and it's a waste of poison moss if you go the wrong path. So right now I'm too scared to go and waste my poison moth before I collect all these other important things where there's actually a lot of danger. Before we go here, I'm debating. Let's use this. Some sticky white stuff. Okay, this is where they leash. Oh, by mistake. That's not good. Don't know why I did that. Roll out. Come back. There we go. Got more rotten pine resins. Green blossoms. Let's check out these areas. Simpleton spice. Life gems. Let's see. Large titanite shard. Nothing there. Radiant life gem. Skeptic spice. So for those who don't know what the spices do, I can read them out to you. Lowers required intelligence by 1 for chosen spell. That's the simpleton spice. And the skeptic spice lowers required faith by 1 for chosen spell. A spell demands devotion from its caster, but choosing the spice makes a chosen spell attainable with 1 less faith. Will only work with assistance from a certain person. The spice does not raise one's faith, but only what? Oh my word, that word, no. But the whole point is, let's just say I've got a spell that requires me 20 intelligence, but I only have 19. Oh man, that thing takes way too much damage to kill. But my point was, if you have a spell that requires 20 and you have 19, you can use got another fragrant branch of yule. You can use a spice to reduce it, and then you can actually use that spell. But you have to understand one thing. Each spell has a scaling. For example, Soul Arrow has a certain requirement to be able to use, but if you have more points in intelligence, the spell will continuously do more and more and more damage over time, with the more points you invest into it. So if you are barely meeting the requirements, don't think you'll do a lot of damage. You'll just only be able to use that certain spell. Now, these spices, in my personal opinion, are good for spells or hexes or whatever that doesn't actually scale. For example, if you were to get let me try think of some good examples. If you were to get the spell, for example, for Tranquil Walk of Peace, the rate at which that spell slows is fixed, and it doesn't scale with the more points you have in whatever stat it requires. So to be able to use spells like that is good. And there are other spells, of course, that do not scale. Probably can't remember them off the top of my mind, but they are decent. There's some hexes, for example, that will deal more damage based on the amount of souls you have at the particular time you cast. You can use spices for that because they don't need you to have a lot of stats. They just need you to have a lot of souls. So spices are good overall. Sometimes good overall. Let us try not die. But anyway, if I die, it doesn't really matter, I think. I'm dying in this poison. Okay, so these guys have a lot of magic resistance, but when it comes to hexes, they really get given the business. There is one more thing down there. Could heal and go get it, I guess. It's gonna be a long run though. Chameleon. Run, 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 run. Get out, get out. Let's check out what Chameleon does. Sorcery Chameleon. Sorcery that dates further back than recollection allows you to blend into your surroundings. This is another spell that I would say doesn't scale with anything. Once you are able to use it, you can use it to its maximum potential. So if you are stuck at a stat requirement that can't use it, you can use spices to lower that stat requirement back down. And when you do that, you'll have maximum benefit for lesser stats, which is amazing. I should believe there's an ambush somewhere here, because this is the sunlight altar. There we go, ambush. Rotten pine resins. Let's go sit at Soleil's altar. Before I even say Soleil's altar, I know Soleil was the foster child of the Sun Bro squad. But if you look carefully, this lance or this spear kind of looks like Ornstein's spear. Praise the sun. And the reason why I'm bringing out the fact that the spear on the statue, being the sunlight spear, looks like the spear of Ornstein is because there was always the debate as to who was the firstborn son of Gwyn. No, not the firstborn son, but yes, actually, the firstborn son. And most people always thought Soleil, since Soleil was always chasing this incandescent sun that he always wanted, sun being S-U-N, not S-O-N. And people just attributed that to him being the son of Gwyn, and hence why he was always praying at the sunlight altars, etc. Just being the typical sunlight bro. If you ever needed a sunlight NPC to summon, Soleil was always there for you. But with that statue here in Dark Souls 2, it kind of made me believe the other side of the story, that Ornstein could have been Gwyn's firstborn son, who lost the data in the annals of time and was then banished from the kingdom and lost his ranking. And the reason why I say this is because you would notice that in the story in Lordran, it said that Gwyn took his trusted knights, and there was the time when the abyss broke out and Manus awoke. Gwyn took his trusted generals, which were Hawkeye Goff, Nightblade Kirin, and Abyss Walker Artorias, and you went with them there, but you did not see Ornstein. And even though Ornstein was believed to be quote unquote the commander of the Knights of Lord Gwyn, so why was he not there? Why was he left in Anolondo to protect an image of Guinevere, a fake image of Guinevere? That to me just sounds as if it's sort of an embarrassment, like, we'll just leave you to this menial task, you so-called commander. You know, we won't send you to where you're actually needed, to where there's important work to do. Instead, we'll give you this menial task which means nothing. So if I were to look at it from that point of view, then I would actually believe that Ornstein could have been Gwyn's firstborn son. Oh no! Well done, Gravity. Well done. I don't know. Gravity was a bit OP there. I literally just walked down the stairs and then it flung me all the way off. But I think we're set at the bonfire so we can run there quickly. We are really hollowed out now. Kinda like the design though. We will cast spells all day without a single hassle. Oh, really? Oh, big hit. Run away. I'm scared now. Let the poison kill you. Okay, now I actually am out of arrows. This is gonna be a bad thing for me, and the reason why I'm saying so is that wooden arrows, the other ones I have, can't actually break objects. So that's a big deal for me. Green blossoms. Skeptic spice. What? Is it dark in there? Oh, there's literally nothing there. For some reason I thought, oh snap, I had found some place I hadn't found before when I played the game, but nope. That is not the case. Oh no, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm poisoned, damn it. More Titanite shards. So I guess you could farm these guys up for Titanite shards if you really need. Oh! That was closer than I could ever want. Torch. I don't think there's anything else here besides this jump. It's a jump I really don't want to attempt, but let's do it. There's a trap here, and that's the pressure plate. Oh no. Damn mannequins. Woo! And that was extremely close. I'm playing it really risky with this amount of life. I would advise that you just use a human effigy at this particular point. This is an ambush, of course. Soul of a nameless soldier. Heavy crossbow +3. Nice stuff. Oh, almost killed myself. And I would assume they're forcing me to jump over there. If I die, I will rage. Ah! Thank you. Now let's see if we can quickly run to this boss fight here and do it quick before I end up running out of hard drive space. I know this video has been quite long, and I didn't really plan on it being this long. But such is the world of Dāku Souru Tsu. I don't know. I'm just using a human effigy here in hopes. Nope. Hope was shattered. For some reason I thought maybe I was an NPC here, but I was wrong. I forgot this boss fight, so if I die, please forgive me. Oh my word. I'm dead. Okay, the tail. Don't mess with it. Oh my word, demon, don't do this to me. Oh, okay, that was just me messing up now. There we go. What you could have done is you can also shoot those if you have arrows or any other hard-hitting projectiles. You'd have dropped skeletons down, and then you'd have forced since it's a covetous demon, it really wants to eat you. It would have been busy eating those while you can hit it and gain an advantage over it. But besides that, we should reach our next bonfire and our next NPC. So thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you back next time. We will continue going up the peak, and we will encounter our next boss encounter. So until next time, I will see you.